up, guys? This is WWE superstar Ricochet, and you
Yep.
was listening to Treybaile.
Hey yo, what's good, Ballet Nation? It's your boy Treybaile, and today I'm back with another video. Y'all know I gotta start keeping up with trying to put videos on this channel, but I need ideas. So before I start this video, if you got something that you want me to do on this channel, make sure you leave that in the leave that in the comments. Leave that in the comments, not the description, because that's what I gotta do. But leave that in the comments. But today I want to do a Q&A video. I asked y'all to ask me some questions, and I'm gonna try to answer all of them. I just want to make sure we keep it respectful, not only for me but for other people. So um, let's get right to it, man. I'm gonna pull up y'all questions one by one, and I'm gonna try to answer them. All right, so we got a question from xking_reborn on Instagram. He said, "How has life been going? Just doing a checkup on you." Honestly, life has been. I've had a lot of ups, you know, with my music, with my life. Period. I feel like mentally, I'm doing real good right now. You know, there has been some downs and some bads, but overall, I know God got me. So overall, I'm always doing good. You know, I'm just focused on my YouTube shit with the gaming, and I'm also focused on just pursuing my music career, also my wrestling career. So I feel like life is doing me right now. Somebody asks, "How old am I?" Now this account is, I think it's Luis Guion _second_account_ on Instagram. How old am I? At the moment, I'm 21. So yes, 21 right now. This is from _flop.era._. What's your favorite gear you made for yourself and for your character Azriel? Um, my favorite gear that I've made. Um, I actually, that's a good question. I really don't know. But if I had to pick one, like right now, I would say, I don't know if you guys remember, I did the brown Supreme, the Louis Vuitton Supreme gear that I made back in WWE 2K20. That'd probably be my favorite gear. Um, I'm sure you can find it. I don't know exactly which video it is in, but I'm sure if you just look up WWE 2K20 Treybaile match, you'll find it. My favorite gear that I made for Azriel, um, I got a couple. I like the WAP inspired gear that I made. I like that one. I like the Nicki Minaj gear that I did for my career for the story mode. And if I had to choose one more, Money in the Bank 2018 against Asuka for WWE 2K19. So you can find that on my channel too, I believe. I don't think I took down a video, but you can find that on my channel too. So I have fun making those gears. What was your favorite song to write? Now this is a hard one, but off the top of my head right now, my favorite song that I wrote is Broken Heart. And I think a lot of y'all enjoy that song. So I love Broken Heart. Broken Heart has a special place in my heart. So Broken Heart will probably be my favorite song that I wrote right now. As far as any song that I wrote right now, currently on my new project, I got a song called My Way, and it's very like arrogant, very cocky kind of. Um, Not saying that I'm cocky, but I really have fun writing that because it's like it's my way of vibing out. It's like my swag. So I have fun writing that song. Y'all will hear that real soon. What brand would I go to if I joined WWE? I don't have that. I don't have that power. You know, I believe once I get into developmental, they will put me in NXT automatically because that's just how it is. If I had the choice, though, I would love to go to SmackDown. SmackDown has always been my favorite growing up, so if I can get the choice, I would definitely go to SmackDown. What is going to be your finisher when you start your career? I don't know yet. Amber Moon. A lot of people. It's crazy that you asked me this because a lot of people used to ask me this question. So when I was younger, I always thought about Stone Cold Steve Austin has the stunner, right? I used to think about doing what Ember Moon does, except instead of doing it on the top rope, I wanted to do it off the ropes. So I wanted to always jump off the ropes and do a twist in the air and come back down and give a stunner. But seeing Ember Moon do the eclipse, I just thought that hey, my finisher technically is taken, so like I have to come up with something else. So I mean, I can still do it, but we'll see. But that was always what I wanted my finisher to be. I don't know have a name for it, um, but that's always what I wanted my finisher to be. So that's the best way I can answer that. Have you ever met a WWE superstar in person and not virtual? I have not. Could I have? Yes, I could have because where I live right down the street from an arena. WWE Live came out here and I didn't get a chance to go because I had to work. So I did almost have a chance to meet a couple superstars, but I did not have the opportunity to go there. So no, I have not met anyone in person, but I have met three WWE superstars virtually. Have you ever watched Total Divas? Um, yeah, I have. I watched season one through. I think I watched all the seasons, honestly. Um, I have watched it. I enjoy the show. And I think it's okay to be a guy and watch the show just because of the title is called Total Divas. I don't think it should be a problem, but I do enjoy Total Divas. Season one was definitely my favorite. Season one and two for sure. I did enjoy the other seasons, but I just think season one and two have that special place on me. They got that special chokehold on me. So yeah, I did watch the show and I enjoyed it. Somebody asks, okay, this is a WWE question, like a 2K question. Do you ever plan on making any more female creations for NXT UK, such as Nina Samuels and Isla Dawn? I do not. I'm kind of done at the moment with creating females until like 2K22. Only thing I'm gonna do is update my characters if they need to be updated. Other than that, I won't be creating any more female characters until 2K22. So that if that answers your question, then yes. Do you support the LGBTQ? I do. I have no problem with them. Let me put it like that. Um, and I don't know why this question is being asked to me, honestly, but I don't have a problem with anybody that's LGBT, whatever. Um, I mean, do you? I have no problem because I know that a lot of LGBT people support what I do. You know what I'm saying? So I support them, they support me, and that's just that. That's the best way I can answer that. I got a couple more questions here, and we're gonna wrap up this video. The next question I have is from, and I should have read some of y'all names when I did them last questions, but I'm just running through the questions I actually forgot. Um, all right, what's my favorite video game? My favorite video game would probably have to be. No, that's a good question. I think there's a couple. Not gonna lie to you. So I love WWE a lot. So of course, wrestling period would be my favorite. I also enjoy Def Jam Fight for New York. That was one of my favorites growing up. I also enjoy Saints Row, like the series. I love Saints Row, and of course Mortal Kombat. So those would be like my favorite. Like I can't pick one. So all those games I just mentioned would be like my favorite video games. So when did you start watching wrestling? I started watching wrestling um, back when SmackDown. So I wasn't okay. I was born in the '90s, but like I didn't watch wrestling until like 2002, 2003. So I was like around that era. I was a kid still, but that's when I started watching wrestling. So and that's the crazy thing. Like you would think like you're young as hell, you can't really remember a lot of stuff, but trust me, I was remembering everything. My first video game that I played wrestling wise was Here Comes the Pain, and I was young as hell, but I played it. I played it with my brothers and my cousins, so that was my first wrestling game that I've ever played. But of course, I played other ones before that. That came out before that, that's what I should say. But Here Comes the Pain was the first wrestling game that I've touched. So like I've played No Mercy and all those other ones, but Here Comes the Pain was the first game that I've touched after watching wrestling. Um, I grew up on wrestling, you know, my family grew up on it, so that's when I started watching wrestling. So around 2002, 2003 ish, that's when I started to watch wrestling. This is a good question. If a real life wrestler could portray your character as real, who would it be and why? I don't know, but Azriel is a character that I based off of Asian and black features. I don't know why. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I do not know why, but I just found it very appealing. Like it was sexy to me. So I wanted to have a black and Asian character, and I wanted to like not have one ethnicity represent everything that I do. You know, I want to mash some things together. So I came up with this idea of making a black and Asian character and combine them into one. So if I could have somebody portray her, a black and Asian person. If you're black and Asian and you look about the same as her, portray her. I mean, go for it. I wouldn't mind. I don't own the name Azriel. I don't own license to the character or whatever like that. It's not like I put a trademark on her. So go ahead, be my guest if you want to portray her. But I wouldn't mind anyone that's beautiful as her to portray her. We got one more question. Actually, I got two more questions. When did you decide to make Azriel? I've been making Azriel since WWE 12. So I'm gonna answer that real quick. WWE 12 is the first game I made her, and I've been making her ever since. Last question. If you are a fan of the Bullet Club, what's your favorite member of the group? Favorite wrestler in AEW from the men's division and one from the women's division. This is a really good question. So, I'm not gonna say I'm a fan of the Bullet Club because I never really watched them in the indie scene. So at least from what I see, there was like a couple different people in and out the Bullet Club, like Finn Balor, AJ Styles, and all that, with Luke Gallows, and I forget the other one. I forget his name. But yeah, if I had to pick one, it'd be Finn Balor. So that's my favorite. He's literally my favorite wrestler besides Ricochet. Um, who's your favorite men's wrestler in AEW? My favorite men's wrestler in AEW right now would be. That's a good question because I don't really watch AEW like that. I watch it here and there. Um, so if I'm being honest, I gotta pick one off the top of my head. There's like a I can't okay. There's not one superstar, but there's a group called Top Flight. I believe I like them. So that'd be my favorite from the men's division, and from the women's division, I love some Tay Conti. I love Taynara when she was in NXT on WWE. So Tay Conti would be my favorite women's wrestler in AEW. Besides Jade, Jade is becoming a fan favorite of mine as well. So those would be my favorites right now, at least. So real quick, I'm gonna make sure y'all got no more questions for me. I'm gonna go through this real quick. Okay, this is the very, 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 very final question. Will you have a nickname like Sasha has, for example, the Blueprint? So you know Sasha calls herself the boss, the Blueprint, the standard, da 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 da. So Treybaile does not have a nickname yet. I'm still trying to figure out what I want my character to be. You know, I feel like I can speak very well, so I feel like I could play any character. I would love to play a heel character because I feel like that's my natural element. Not that I'm an evil person in real life. I feel like I'm one of the nicest men, nicest people, nicest guys that you could ever meet. But I feel like with as strong as the way I talk and the way that I walk and the way I can represent anybody and represent myself, I feel like a heel character is definitely in my work ethic. So I don't know what I would call myself yet, but like I definitely want to be, if I had to pick something right now, like anything, what's the word I'm looking for here? Mr. Unthinkable. There we go. Mr. Unthinkable. I'm gonna have people thinking this is what it is, but it turns out to be something else. That could be something part of my gimmick. It could be something to play the role. But I definitely want to be a striker. I want to be everything. I want to be a technical wrestler. I want to be a striker. I want to be a brawler. I want to be a I want to be a high flyer. I want to learn some strong style moves. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make sure that Treybaile is a name that everybody's gonna hear. Everybody's gonna hear my name and they gonna know who I am, and that's just that. But I'm gonna wrap up this video, y'all. I appreciate you for coming in here, take your time to get to know your boy, and maybe we could do another part 2 or something like that in the future. But if you haven't already, make sure you go follow me on Instagram at my personal account at Treybaile. Follow my gaming account at Treybaile TV. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Treybaile TV. I'm on Reddit. You can follow me at Treybaile. I'm on TikTok, Treybaile. Snapchat, if you want it, you gotta DM me for it. I don't really get on Facebook, but I'm on there. If you want to go on my Facebook, Treybaile. Make sure you subscribe to my other channel too if you haven't subscribed already. So with that being said, your boy Treybaile is out, man. Y'all be smooth, and your boy be back with some more videos real soon.